Like Vando, right? Like Vando was DNP CD for 8 straight games, and the Lakers were in this defensive rut. And JJ was like, I need to turn to Vando, give him another shot. Let's see if he can do something with this. Vando has been incredible since, given a second opportunity in the rotation. Dalton has been given this opportunity and like basically done nothing with it over the last few games and been really disappointing. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he has much trade value, if any at all. And I don't even know if attaching a second to him is really going to move the needle for anybody.
Can I give you guys a stat that'll blow your minds? So both Dalton and Jared Vanderbilt have taken at exactly 36 unguarded catch and shoot threes. Dalton's made 11 and Vanderbilt's made 14.
No.
So literally, it's so bad with Dalton that like when my wife and I are watching games, she's like making comments like, "Who's that guy?" Like when she's watching from the couch. That's never a good sign.
No, that's definitely not. I mean, where is the dude? I want to say he put up. Jovan, you and I were at this game in New Orleans last year in November. And remember the reaction from the crowd every time Dalton caught the ball? Like in New Orleans, there was that audible groan because he was lighting them up. And I think he had 27 or something that night.
The Jazz, right?
Well, he had the 37-point game against the Jazz, which people, it's almost become like biblical. People still reference that game. I'm like, okay, that was over a year ago. Like we can't keep holding on to this notion of who Dalton is. I mean, so yeah, he had the 37-point game against Utah. He had the 32-point performance in Denver where LA had nobody. It was all Austin and DK carrying the offense. To your point, Trevor, there was that game in New Orleans. He had 27. I mean, last year he had 7 20+ point games. He has not been the same player this season, and frankly has not been the same player since the trade. I feel like the trade just did something to him mentally where he has not been the same shooter. He's not had the same confidence, and he's not good enough at the little things of the game. I mean, he also cannot remember a play, which is a huge issue for him. And like, I don't say that lightly. Like he really struggles to remember plays.
For the record, that was something that the people who were scouting him in the draft were like, he's not like the highest basketball IQ dude.
And it's like, if you can't, I mean, that's like a barrier for entry for just the rotation players. Mm-hmm. Like if you're botching, I mean, even last night there was a sequence that he had 3 turnovers. He had triple the amount of turnovers than field goals despite playing 20 minutes. And he botched a play. There was a turnover, and you saw JJ light into him in the ensuing timeout. And I just think there's something there that, like, for both sides, I've said, like, I think he needs to be traded to the like an Eastern Conference bottom dweller small market team.
Trade him to the Jazz and say, hey, remember this guy? Going to live sporting events is so much fun, and that's why I want to give today's sponsor, SeatGeek, a big shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are over 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including sporting events, concerts, festivals, and more. I love using SeatGeek. The app is so simple, so intuitive to use, and they've got your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, and red means bad. And SeatGeek does a great job separating them. Like, for example, I was looking for Lakers tickets. You can see all the green out there. That's how you know that you're getting a good deal. You can look through the map. You can scroll through all your different options and find the seats that you want. And every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Plus, of course, I've got a code for you guys. You can use code LakersCollective10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code LakersCollective10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. SeatGeek, go check them out and use that code LakersCollective10.
Yeah, or the Jazz. I mean, those jerseys would sell pretty well with Dalton over there. But no, I mean, the Charlotte trade I think is like a sliding doors moment of his career where I think if he ends up in Charlotte, like that maybe is a completely different career trajectory. But like, I mean, go back to, I mean, he played terrible at Summer League. He was terrible in the preseason. He just has not been not looked good. I don't really know how else to frame it.
He's a shooter that can't make shots, Jovan. You put it perfect. It's like literally the most frustrating thing. Like the dude that's what he's out there for, you know?
Now, I don't know that I totally buy that it's just the trade broke him. Post trade, he had a 32-point game against Denver. That was the game that Austin and Dalton almost won the
That's
thing.
fair.
Had 19 against Brooklyn, had 19 against like when he got that opportunity when LeBron got hurt in March last year, he did something with it. But it was after that. I don't know if it was just like the effects of maybe the effects of the trade took longer to sink in or something, but it's been a bit that Knecht has looked like a playable guy. And that's part of why, I talk about this all the time, but part of why when you look at this Lakers roster and it's felt like for years, man, why are they missing like 2 or 3 guys? Like it feels like they're short a couple players. Why? JHS, Dalton Knecht, two number 17 picks not hitting. That hurts a lot in today's NBA.
I think the other tough thing that like we recently touched on the draft misses, but the 2 guys they were really interested in that both fell to them, but they ultimately took Dalton were Tristan da Silva and Misi. And either one of those guys they're just both much better players, but also bring a certain level of defense and I think would be rotation guys on this team. So yeah, it's the JHS Dalton back-to-back first round drafts are it's brutal.
Agreed. Tough. And boy, they could have for last night when they can't score with Luka off the floor, you needed anybody to put the ball in the basket.
Now maybe we should do take one before a show one time.
Yes,
See where things go.
The Eddie trade deadline episode.
I got one. Was it this show? I don't know. My shows are all blending together at this point. Somebody had a comment like this, and then every comment they made after that was just in all caps, and it was just like fever dream type comments. It was fantastic.
I think it might have been one of our early episodes.
Maybe it was. Anyway, here's a 3-team trade. The Lakers get Wiggins, Terrence Mann, and a second from Miami and Brooklyn. So a couple of seconds, I guess. The Heat get Rui, Gabe, and the Lakers first. So the Heat are getting a first for Wiggins here. The Nets get Dalton, Maxey, and Larson. Thoughts? Appreciate you, quality hair MFers.
Brooklyn gets a lot whiter.
That is true. That is true. So do we need to replace Brooklyn with Utah in this?
I think that's the natural. I think I would do that.
Is it the seconds that puts it over the top, makes it okay to give up the first?
Yeah, I like getting 2. I mean, you're getting 2 seconds in part for taking on the Wiggins and Mann contracts. You are now locked into some additional money next year with both Wiggins and Mann, and then the following year with Mann. But I've also thought with Wiggins, like in terms of the whole conversation with what type of fit wing or starter would like make the most sense. Like to me, Herb Jones is more in that Vando mold of being obviously more of a defensive player than an offensive player. I think he is better overall offensively than Vando, and I don't want to judge him off of his like 2 season worst performances against the Lakers, but he clearly is more shifted on the defensive side than the offensive side. Wiggins is more of a two-way blend, and I think about what Jake LaRavia was able to do as a setter and finisher and what he did in those Memphis games. And I'm like, if you put Andrew Wiggins in that spot and you have Luka and LeBron and Austin driving and kicking and